Okay, so welcome back. We're going to talk about something very different, actually quite exciting. We're going to talk about something called Firefly. What is Firefly?
Okay, so Firefly is a revolutionary recovery device. It's an electrostimulation device that improves blood flow to the lower limb. So here you see me twitching away now. It sticks to the back of the leg and improves the blood flow by contracting the calf muscle pump. So it acts as a second pump to your heart to improve blood flow, to remove the waste products that build up after you've run or cycled and swam, to move that out of your body faster. So it reduces muscle soreness to cut.
Sorry, take the mic back. So really we're looking at something as a recovery effect rather than a full-on training effect. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so basically, obviously, you get delayed muscle soreness when you've really exerted yourself. So it's reducing that muscle soreness that would induce after you've worked really hard by improving the blood flow to flush the waste products that build up faster.
I think a lot of people, a lot of the athletes out there, they talk about muscle soreness and they actually refer to it as lactic acid build-up. And of course, it's very, very different. So it is that muscle soreness, the DOMS, isn't it? Delayed onset muscle soreness, which is the critical one. I know one of our leading athletes, Olympic athlete, my goodness me, Vicky Holland, who's sitting here as well. You've been using it for quite some time now, Vicky.
I have been, yeah. I mean, we first contacted each other probably a year and a half ago or so now. And I've been using the product ever since. Initially, for me, it was to help with travelling. So when I travel, particularly long haul, I do seem to end up with swollen ankles, swollen feet. I get a bit of blood pooling. Normal compression socks don't seem to help me out. So this was a great alternative to start with from that point of view. So when I travel, I attach these devices. I set them off onto a low level twitch, and I tend to find that my level of swelling, as it is much reduced, which is perfect. In terms of my recovery from training, I've been using them a lot more recently. Where sort of after a day when I've done a hard track session particularly, I often get really quite sore calves, so I put these on for probably about 4 hours in the evening. The next day it's noticeable, massively noticeable, that you're just not quite as sore and you're not on that shuffle because you're so stiff from the day before, so I find them really useful.
And I guess for triathlon particularly, because we are training such a long time and the recovery time necessarily has to be that much quicker, it is effective.
Yeah, absolutely. I do 2 hard run sessions a week at the moment, and being able to use these definitely helps me recover and make sure that my legs are ready to attack the second session and be able to give as much the second time round as I can the first time. So I really think it helps.
As a professional triathlete, obviously it's going to be very, very helpful. But what about the guys out there who are maybe running 3 times a week maximum, along with the cycling, the swimming? Is it going to be beneficial for the age group triathlete as well?
Absolutely, I'd say so. I mean, DOMS is not just for elite athletes, right? Everybody suffers from that. It can be from just a hard session. It can be from pounding the pavements too much. It can be from maybe a biomechanical issue. Everyone will get DOMS at some point, and the recovery is definitely enhanced with Firefly.
And one question I've got to ask you, Vicky, when you go through airport security wearing the Firefly, that must be good fun.
No, they're fine. They go through, they're fine. They're absolutely fine. I did get some funny looks actually. I've just flown back from Cape Town and I was sat in the waiting area putting these on, and I did get some really bizarre looks, but if you can handle that, then no, there's no problems with security.
Thank you so much. Firefly, Vicky Holland. Wow, what a combination.